so fucking precious when you smile. Yeah. Hit it from the back and drive you wild. Yeah. Girl, I lose myself up in those eyes.
What's up, JT? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Trinity, for those of you that don't know. Today I'm going to be, of course, sharing another story. It's going to be a track story. So I'm going to select a few track stories on my channel and I'm going to put them in the card section so you can click that and then you can watch all of the track stories. Make sure to go ahead and like this video. Let's try to get this video to 2,000 likes. Yes, 2,000 likes, J-Team. Show up, show out. I need y'all to make a statement. This is going to be a childhood story because I'm going to be telling you how I got into track. It's a cute story, so I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and share it. And I definitely want to share a positive story now because I got some tea. I got a huge story time coming up soon, so I was just like, you know what, let's just start this off right. All right, if my hair's in my eyes, just let it be. If it snatches off my lash, let it go. This is how I got into track at a very, very young age. I was in after school care. Is that what they call it? After school care? I went to this daycare and I actually remember the name. It was called PDY. I can't remember what it stood for, but it was called PDY. It was like this small daycare and it was a lot of church members. I think it was like connected through the church. So I didn't go to like a regular daycare. I went to a daycare that my church put together. It was something like that. All I know is that we were outside playing on the grass. It was just this open field. I don't even remember having any toys. Man, what kind of daycare was this? But we were outside and I just remember this open field and one of the, I don't know what to call them, they're not a teacher, one of the adults that was head of watching us, they told us to line up. So they put us in this line 2 by 2. They just wanted us to race. So everyone's lined up 2 by 2. And I just remember being in line. I remember just going with the flow, not even really thinking that hard about it. I mean, I was young. I can't remember how old I was, but I know I started in 2002. So it was around that time. I was racing a girl at first and I remember just racing and winning. And this is how it was done. The person was at the end and they held their hands out. Just had to do that. I don't know, I always like to jiggle my, let me stop. But we were pretty much running a 100-meter dash. So the guy is down there and you just slap the hand first. Whoever slaps it first, that's who wins. Here I am just racing, beating people, just beating them. And it came down out of all these kids. It's crazy because I'm thinking back on it and I'm just like, wow, Trinity, what? Wow, I like this. But out of all these kids, it came down to me and this little boy. And the crazy thing is, I had a crush on this boy. He was light-skinned and he had these beautiful, beautiful eyes. And he also lived in my neighborhood, so it's crazy how it came down to the both of us. Little boy's name was Scotty. That was his name. I'm gonna say his name because I'm gonna tell you at the end, there's something else I'm gonna tell y'all about this guy. I remember this like yesterday. Like when something just big happens in your life, you can't erase it. We're lined up. I remember taking off my sandals. Why did I have on sandals? I don't know. But I kicked off my sandals and I was ready. Okay, take off and you guys, I won. Okay, and it was close. It was close, but I won. I hit that hand first. I did. I'll never forget this moment. After I won, there was so much. It was like everyone was rooting for me. Like people were just so happy, and probably because I was a girl. I was a girl that beat a guy and they were expecting the guy to win. After I won, I remember being picked up, and I remember the guy putting me on his shoulders. And I remember all these kids just so happy and celebrating me, and they're just like hyping me up and I'm on his shoulders and I'm just like chilling. Y'all, I'm so humble. I remember I was so humble because I didn't know I didn't know how serious it was. I didn't even know about track. I didn't know what the sport was about. I didn't know anything. And I never played any sports before that. I didn't know anything about sports. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I won and all that. And I just remember it was just the best moment ever as a kid, because you can't even believe that you are on top of the world. That's how it felt. Like, wow, this is a big deal. Like, what I just did really did make a difference here. Scotty, Mr. Cute, that's what we gonna call him, Mr. Cute, because he was cute. He was not happy about it at all. I remember his face was turning red, because me and him, we didn't talk like that. He didn't know I liked him like that. You know what I'm saying? So in his eyes, he's just kind of like, I just got beat by a girl. And he was not happy, but hey, it is what it is. Pretty sure he was upset just because I was a girl. You know, back in the day, guys and girls, people always thought guys were faster than girls, but that's not how it is all the time. And so after the celebration, I can't exactly remember what happened. I just know that my parents were told this information. Like, I didn't go home and say, oh my gosh, guess what? This is what happened to me today. Because as a kid, or maybe a girl, I still didn't know anything about track. And I know that's crazy to say, but I mean, yeah, I was young. I didn't know nothing about track. Like, what? But I knew that day that my parents were told this information. They were just like, yo, your daughter is fast. You need to put her on the track team. You need to get her into some type of sport. It needs to be track. And after that, I remember my parents signing me up for track. I think it was a team called the Greensboro Champions. Yeah, that's how I was introduced to the Greensboro Champions. If you are in the Greensboro area and you know about track, you know who the Greensboro Champions are. So day one, this was day one. It's crazy how I remember this stuff. Wow, it's crazy, because I remember very big moments of my life, because you're supposed to, right? You're not supposed to forget this type of stuff. No. On day one, I remember sitting in the bleachers with all of these kids. Some of their faces were familiar because some of them went to my church. And I remember being nervous because I knew, like, okay, wow, I'm actually on a team now, and I was just nervous. My sister was on the team too. I don't know why my parents threw my sister on the team and wanted her to do track, but my sister was actually pretty fast too. I'm on the bleachers, I see all these kids, and what do? They line us up. They line the girls up, they line the guys up, they put us in pairs, and I'm like, okay, they about to see who fast, they about to see who about the life. So I knew what time it was, especially after I had my big old win with the guy. I'm like, okay, I know what this is about, and I'ma just run. That's all I'm gonna do. It's a natural gift. What can I say? I was born fast. Now, some of these people out here, they kind of had to get up there. Trinity, no. Listen, Linda, I already had the juice, okay? I can name at least 2 people that were fast out there that I knew. I don't know what it is, but I have had some track beef. On the track, another short girl looking at another short girl. I don't know why it was always really competitive, but I had a little bit of beef. I just knew that there were short girls that were fast that didn't like me. I guess because we were the same height, on the same level, we were fast. I don't know. But I do remember a girl named Tiffany, very dark skin, very beautiful dark skin. She didn't like me that much, and I don't even know why. I really don't. Tiffany, what's up, girl? How's life? I hope everything's going good for you. There was a few more girls that was out there. I'm not gonna say that I was beating every one of them, because I realized that, whoa, these girls are fast. I don't recall every race that I did, you know, 2 by 2, but I know that it was coming real close. I was like, whoa, she almost caught me. All right now, whoa, she kind of beat me by a little bit. Whoa, I don't think I'm as fast as I thought I was. At this age, this was when I really started to understand your competitor and just competing and being very competitive. And this is when I started to see attitudes. Like, if I was to beat a girl, she actually wouldn't congratulate me. She would kind of look at me like, ugh. And I'm like, okay, wow, this is this is track. So in the 7th grade, I tried out for track for middle school, and I made it, of course. I mean, come on, y'all. You know, I was fast. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. The attitudes on the team in middle school, oh my goodness. Look, people did not like me just hopping on the team, taking people's spots. Okay, oh my goodness, there was so much attitude. And the thing is, look, if you're not fast, then you're not fast. That's not my problem. I get up on this track and I try to win for the team. And if I kick you off your relay, sorry. The running track in middle school was pretty fun. I was on 2 of the relays, and I did the 100 and the 200. So I was definitely running a whole lot. The biggest thing, it was when I was walking into high school from middle school, because the middle school and the high school, we shared the same track. So when they were out there practicing, the middle school was out there practicing. It was just crazy because the high school coach was already spotting me out, and his name's Coach Mack. Oh my goodness, I love you, Coach Mack. Man, Coach Mack has been my coach throughout my whole entire life. He was my cross country coach, indoor coach, outdoor coach, and he was also my summer coach when I joined his team. So wow, like Coach Mack, that is Coach Mack, man. Coach Mack coming up to me, talking to me, and I'm just like, what? He's already wanting to invest in me. Like, I was able to know that he was already seeing me on his team in high school. I also saw some of the high schoolers peeping me out, especially the girls, and I was handling my own. I remember in a relay, the 4x2, I believe maybe the 2nd or 3rd leg, I know I wasn't the 4th leg on the 4x2, but I remember when I got that baton, we were not in the lead, we were losing. And when I got that baton, y'all, I remember sucking up this girl. And if you don't know what sucking up somebody is on the track, then you ain't about that track nation, okay? I'm talking about she is already on the other side, halfway through with her leg, and Trinity got that stick, and I already caught her. I sucked that girl up so quick to the point it was just like, honey, why are you here? Why are you running here? I don't know what school it was, but they were slow. They were horrible, and I don't know why. I don't know why we were losing in the first place. They must have had a fast first leg and had a slow other leg, but I sucked her up so good because I love catching people. Oh gosh, it's such a big statement when you catch someone on the track. Our relay was just so bomb. Our relay was so bomb, but it was low-key funny because our 4th leg, she really was like a basketball player. So she wasn't even that fast. But see, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd leg, we were so fast that when she got it, it was already a win. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. Hey girl, if you watching this video, I'm just saying, like, you know, you was a basketball player and we made sure that you already had it. Okay, but that was middle school. When I actually got to high school, I was already taking people's spots. This one girl was so upset that I took her home girl spot on the relay, and I'm like, honey, this ain't no popularity contest. This is track, and your friend, she went fast enough.
You can't just come up on here and taking people's spots. She's been on this relay for 2 years. You can't just come up in here.
I don't care how long she's been on the relay. She's not fast enough. And if we trying to win as a team, the best needs to be on the relay. I didn't want to start any drama. That's not who I am. I just run. You know what I'm saying? I just run. That's it. Why you gonna get mad at me for just being fast? There's definitely a few attitudes on the team, but that's what happens. Expect that. A lot of you have been telling me, hey, I'm gonna be going out for track. I need you to make another video. Some of y'all want me to tell y'all how to be fast on the track, which is so funny because my senior project was on how to be fast, how to increase your speed on the track. I did a full-blown project on it, y'all, and I got a 99. And guess who was one of the judges that judged my project? My track coach. Even though high school track was one of the best moments of me running track, including summer track, it was actually one of the lowest points of my track career. I really don't want to say career, but you get it. It was actually like some low moments. And it's crazy because I did track so young and I grew to love it, but over time I started to not really love it anymore. Hence the reason why I didn't run track in college. Hence the reason why I don't run track anymore. So I'm going to tell you just a few low moments in track that made me not really like it anymore. Yeah, this is going to be hard. This is always the tough part. Okay, this is always like just the tough part, is just talking about these low moments. But for me to go from hearing my name while I'm running to people knowing who I am to being really fast in middle school, well, when I was younger up to middle school, to going to high school and then kind of like not being the fastest and being kind of on the slower side. I wasn't the slowest one on the team, but I was probably like in the top, I don't know, it depends on who was leaving that year, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in the top 5 and then maybe like the top 4. Either way, I wasn't the fastest. And it was like the moment where I realized, okay, Trinity, you're not the fastest anymore. There are people faster than you. You're not as juiced up as you used to be. And it was definitely humbling, and I needed it for sure. I needed to get dropped on my ass to realize, like, okay, you need to work harder. Like, this is different now. Before, I was eating whatever, just doing whatever. But when you get older and your body and all of that, you kind of have to work a little bit harder. You have to eat right. You have to work out a little bit more, even in your own time. You have to protect what you already have. If you were born with a good voice and you don't sing for, I don't know, for a long time, eventually your voice may not be as good as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You have to work those muscles. You have to practice. You have to maybe take some lessons. You have to figure it out. For me, that was the situation. So that was just humbling. And it kind of sucked though, because I don't know, I could tell that I was kind of letting people down a little bit. Like, for real, I would hear certain things, and parents don't really, I know that some parents didn't know that they were affecting me. Certain things that I would hear in the bleachers, like as I'm leaving off the track after losing a race, I would hear, yeah, she used to be fast. Man, she's not fast anymore. So for me to hear those things, it really did bother me a whole lot, because I'm just like, dang, like, I know y'all are counting on me, but I'm in high school now. I'm with older people. This isn't middle school. This isn't the same type of thing. I guess I just didn't want to hear it. It's just like, okay, I'm not fast anymore. Okay, I'm not the fastest. Another low point that I had was I just started not really loving track anymore. Like, I just wasn't as competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I lost a race, if I got 3rd place, 4th place, whatever it was, I didn't beat myself up about it. I was just kind of like, okay, I tried my best. It wasn't the same type of vibe that I had when I was younger. And that let me know, like, Trini, you don't even care to win. It would be nice to win and you would love to win, but eventually I didn't really care about my times. When you're really about track and you really love it, you want your times to get better. I never really wanted to know my time. I was just like, whatever. But I know for a fact my heart was not fully in it. By the way, I was still running. I was still on the relays and all of that, still going through all of this. And even on the relays, I was definitely I would say, I don't know what the rest of the relay would say, but I personally felt like I wasn't the fastest one out of the 4. I knew that I was the slowest, and I felt so much pressure once again on me, because if I'm the slowest, it means I need to work harder. And my relay was there motivating me. I can tell there were times where they got frustrated with me, for sure, but whatever, it's a track family, it happens. I felt that pressure on myself, and then I got injured. I don't know what it was, but it was my growing area, and it hurt. Whenever I would sprint, it wasn't allowing me to run as fast as I possibly could run. This is really hard. I can't believe that these low moments, like, I don't know. Let me tell you one more low moment. This is low. This is low. This is low, 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 low. This broke me down. This had me hang up my medal. This had me just over it. So when you do summer track, at the end you always get trophies and medals. I have so many, and you know what? I left it at my parents' house, and my mom, she gave me a few things, but this is not all of my things, and I'm gonna feel some type of way if I can't find them. I had so many. Like, don't leave nothing at your parents' house. When you move out, take all y'all stuff, because they gonna throw it away or it's gonna end up lost somewhere. So anyways, let me go ahead and get on to this. So at the end, you have these ceremonies where, you know, you get your trophy, and before you get your trophy, the coach says something about the runner. You know, he kind of juices you up a little bit and says, you know, this goes to this person and blah, 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 blah. And then they call your name. I'll never forget this. There I am sitting, and you never know if it's you. Sometimes you know when it's you, but you never know until they say your name. But I'm sitting there, and my coach is talking, and he has the trophy. And he's like, you know, this runner, I don't know everything he said, but I know for a fact that he said this. This runner, she's been on the team for a minute, you know, I've known her, blah, blah, blah. And he says, this runner used to be fast.
Bruh.
And it killed me. It killed me. Y'all, oh gosh. You guys, I am getting teary-eyed. Like, it killed my soul because it hurt. This was the last year I ran track. Okay? This was the last year I ran summer track. So just to hear it, it was, I was just kind of like, dang, coach. You know, like, I know that I wasn't as fast as I used to be, but for you to stand there and just kind of like put it out there like that. And the thing is, he didn't even say my name yet. And I knew he was talking to me. I knew he was talking about me. I knew it was my trophy in his hand when he said that. I knew for a fact that it wasn't my best year. I was already struggling to be as fast as I used to be, or as fast as I once was. And to hear my coach have a certain amount of disappointment in his voice at that moment, at a ceremony where I'm supposed to be getting a trophy, and I'm supposed to be getting, you know, kind of sort of, I don't know, praise for just being part of the team. It hurt my feelings, for sure. I'm not about to get emotional in this video, but I never told him how I felt about it. So when I sit in front of this camera and I'm saying this, it's kind of like I'm out loud confessing it out loud, maybe like to him or to even people that was at the ceremony, to anybody that was there when I was on the track team. No one knows that I was affected by it, but I was. So I did eventually just get over it, but that was definitely a moment that really, really affected me. I feel like there was a time where I really had to reflect on myself. Like, Trinity, do you really want to run track? And it was that moment where I really had to just be real with myself and say, you know what, I don't want to be a track star. I don't want to be a track runner. It's not something that I want to do for a living. It's not something that I'm passionate about. And then I took a moment to realize, you know what, Trinity, you only continue to run track because you had a certain amount of commitment to your relay team, to your team. You did it for so long. For me, what made track worth it was the people. It was my track team and it was my coach. That's it. It wasn't track itself. It was track and the people on the track team. I was already having memories and fun times and knowing when to pass the stick on the relay and having just that type of bond, that's what made it even more enjoyable for me. And when that was all gone, when, you know, she went to Winston-Salem State and she went here and she went there and Coach Mack went here, it was done, it was gone. And I was just like, I don't really want to do track anymore. Like, my people gone, you know, they're gone. And I don't really care to make any other memories with other people. I'm good. I think I'm done with this journey of my life. Track is something that I'm never going to forget. So that's pretty much the reason why I stopped running track, pretty much. The passion wasn't there anymore. It's that simple. I didn't see it as like a career, so I didn't feel like I needed to do it in college. Plus, I didn't get no scholarships, so what you think? A few people want to see some of my track stuff. This is not all of it. I really hope I can find the rest. It's at my parents' house somewhere, I don't know. But here it's just, y'all, I have so many. Look, the Russell Blunt, man, I probably sucked in this race. Now look at this. I got my numbers stuck. This is some old stuff. Oh, and this is also a picture of me running. Guys, look at me. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't expect it to get really touchy emotional, but I don't know, like, it just happened. If you want me to tell more track stories, more story times, or if you want me to react to like my track videos or Facebook videos, that would be good, you guys. Either way, like this video for more content. I love you guys so much. Make sure to be bold, brave, and beautiful, and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye.
Black and white pilgrim, check out the ceiling, look at the blue sky. I took a jet, boogers they sit on my neck.